Good evening, everybody. I could just say hello. You don't know it's evening, do you? Never mind. Good evening, anyway. We're doing another Belgian one today. We're doing from the French side of Belgium. This is from Denay in Belgium, from Abbey de Maredsous. Funnily enough, Maredsous. It's actually Maredsous 10, which is their triple. 10 represents the strength. It's 10% ABV, so it's a pretty hefty whack. So another sipper. It's a triple, so it should be a light golden sort of beer. Benedictine monk job. It's not Trappist, no. Just a Benedictine abbey. I don't even think it's made by monks. It's just a Benedictine abbey made, but it's not Trappist. But I've had Maredsous 8 before, which was very nice. It was a dark beer, lovely. Well, I mean, it says Abbey de Maredsous, but I'm sure, I don't know if it says it on here anyway, I'm sure the Maredsous beers were made by Morga, which is the same people that make Duvel. But perhaps I'm thinking of an entirely different beer. I thought it was the same. It's the same bottle, so never mind. Oh, it's a bit of a fizz and a lot of smoke coming out of there. Nice sort of turquoisey and gold bottle cap. There's Maredsous on the top. It's a bit of a smell. Right, just the whole lot in one. Let's leave the sediment behind, shall we? Good old Chimay Trappist glass there. I'm going to try and get a nice big head on this one as well, just for show. And we'll, sort the smell out on the way down. Oh, hang on, I said that the head's dissipating fairly quickly there. I better be careful if I want a head. There we go. Oh, that's all the sediment back in the bottle there. Good. I might have caught one or two bits, but that's no drama. Or have I? No, I haven't. It's crystal clear. Yeah, well, that was good. Right, as you can see, it's a nice, soapy looking, slightly off-white head, but it's more or less white. Nice amber looking beer, nice orangey, fruity looking hues. It's really good in that. There's a really nice amber colour in the light there, around the edge. Ever so slightly cloudy. That's just because it's bottle condition. I can't see any floating sediment, and there's only quite minimal carbonation, to be honest. There's a nice stream in the middle going up a bit like champagne bubbles. I don't know if you can see that through the light.
Yeah.
You can just about see the bubbles, but yeah, the head's going down a bit. But yeah, it's a really nice looking beer in the glass there. Well, looks like a very inviting beer. That head's lovely. I'm getting, not much because the head's in the way, but I'm getting definitely a bit of a sweet caramel sort of fruitiness going on. It's quite soft, quite a soft smell. It's quite a soft fruity smell. Anyway, that's I haven't got room to agitate it, so I'll try and do that as I go down. Cheers, folks. Oh, that's a good triple. It's a very good triple. Wow. Just the right temperature too. It says on the back served between 6 degrees C and 10 degrees C. 42 to 50 Fahrenheit about. This is probably about maybe sort of 8 or 9 degrees. It's not 10, it's not 6. I've hit that spot on, I think. Just nicely cooled. Right. I'm tasting a bitter copper. I mean, this is a while after the swig aftertaste is gone, but now it's starting to leave a coppery, bitter hop finish, which is lovely. The first thing you get when you go in, oh dear, I seem to have forgotten. Must have another taste. Sweetness. Nice light sweetness.
Yes, darling.
Haha. Yes, sweetness. You get quite a robust caramel malty taste with a bit of sweetness on the end of your tongue. The alcohol, there's a warming sensation there, but for 10% it's masked fairly well. It feels maybe it's more like a 7 or 8% beer, and I know in numbers it's only a few between 7 and 10, but alcohol strength, you can notice the difference between, you know, a 9 and a 10 quite easily. The higher it goes, the more potent it gets quite quickly. That's a world of difference between a 6 and a 10, for example. But yeah, you can just about get the warmth of the alcohol, which is comforting. The feeling, it's nice and warming. You get a sweetness, almost like a gingery sort of ginger. Some sort of spiciness. Not really ginger, no, some sort of spiciness. But you get, it's a very light-bodied, light to almost medium-bodied. It's certainly not a heavy-bodied beer. As you can see, I mean, there's a little bit of lacing there from that little bit of head that's left, which is quite nice. A good bit of natural carbonation, which sort of dances on your tongue to start with and just disappeared. Giving way to like a smooth sort of caramel malt body. Excuse me, and a dry, bitter hop finish, which is quite astringent. Almost a creamy feel to it as well, but a bit more of the alcohol on the nose that time. But yeah, the hops are definitely there. They're not overpowering in the flavour. I mean, they give it, try and agitate it a bit now and get a bit more of a smell maybe. There's not a massive aroma, to be fair. I don't know if it's just because I've got a bit of a stuffed up nose, but it's not massive on the aroma at all. But do you want to have a quick smell of that, Fiona?
No.
Eh?
No.
Oh, she's too busy doing her nails there. Sorry, vanishing her nails. Sorry. But the aroma is quite subtle, but it is a little bit malty and a little bit sweet, but not really much to it, to be honest, in the aroma. But taste-wise, it's fantastic. It's the copperiness of the hops, and the malt together with the alcohol when it's in your mouth and it's going down your throat. It just gives like almost like a fruit cake, sort of a really boozy sort of fruit cake sort of taste. Despite the fact it's not a dark beer. I mean, with the dark beers, like the last one I did, which was Trappist Rochefort 10, that had a real dark fruit to feel about it. But this, being a light beer, in fact, it looks like marmalade. If you've ever seen a jar, and this is only pretty much the viewers in the UK will probably know what I'm talking about with this brand, unless you can get it abroad, but Robertson's Golden Shred Marmalade. Well, if you look at the Golden Shredless, which is just the jelly marmalade, and you hold a jar of that up to the light, and then you hold this up to the light, it looks exactly the same, except with bubbles. But the colour is, you know, it's like a traffic light inside. It's dark, and then you see the little bit of light at the bottom just shining through it. It looks really, really nice. Triple, obviously, referring to it being triple fermented. The triple beers tend to use different sort of hops and slightly different ingredients, and it comes out a bit lighter. Whereas the doubles are a dark one, and the quadruples are sort of in between. Right, well, on the whole, I would say this is a very nice triple. It starts off sweet, it's got a bit of a light to medium body, fairly robust and malty, a bit of caramel sweetness going through it. You get a nice quenching, bitter, slightly metallic hop finish, which is really good, really refreshing. But take it steady though, no matter how refreshing it is, take it steady because it's 10%. Yeah, Maredsous 10. Try all the Maredsous beers, they're good, but this one's fantastic. There you go. Cheers, folks.